Well, g'day everybody. I always have a bit of fun while I'm waiting for people. This is sort of like it's becoming a bit of a my thing. And anyway, it's kind of funny because, and in case you're wondering, I do have other clothes. I just realised this morning too. I've got the same shirt on every day and the same jacket, but the real reality is that it's a routine and it's grey and overcast. And I just got a message then from Ada just saying it's going to snow today in Les Abdelone, snow tonight back there. So it's kind of interesting. So in the morning when I wake up, usually wake up at 6:30, I'm on my phone with Facebook and bits and pieces, just catching up on social media, looking at what's happening in the world, which is an absolute screwed mess. So be ready, everybody. But anyway, then I look at my watch and think, oh, cheapers, it's 8:45. I better get out of bed. So I quickly put this heavy shirt on and a jacket on, come in here, do the live, and then I'll go back and have a shower and get organised. So I don't usually do this. And then the bloody this morning, this is my fancy new little glasses. See, I'm looking like a professor now. It cost $2 from Lidl, and they fold up. They're really good, They're folding ones. These are my fancy new ones. The problem is they're not meant to be in two pieces. And I just put it down on beside my bed last night and then in two pieces. And I just go through glasses like crazy. So then I've lost two pairs of glasses in the room, either in the room or in the saloon there. I can't find them. So anyway, glasses, the bane of my life. So this is my Professor Emergency ones, which I actually found in the airport about 2 years ago. Someone left them behind, and they obviously caught their plane. So I just kept them in my emergency reserves because they're metal, So Professor Don. Anyway, and then while I'm waiting for people to come, you get miffed off of this. How's this guy? Jeepers, I stumbled over this morning. He was on his bike for 50 years. He did 650,000 kilometres and had an absolute ball going to like 195 different countries. It's a true story. Amazing. Bike's in a museum. He's still alive. He's 80-something now, and life can be so many different things. And so what's all this other rhubarb about? Oh, that was just... I went the wrong way. Hang on a sec. I meant to go this way. That's just when you're kids, I just saw this picture before. That's what we lived on in Australia. You had meat, veg, 3 veg, meat. That's it. One of my favourites. Question time coming up. I'm going to put the box up today. So if you've got any questions that you want, the last answers took about 5 weeks to get the answers out, which happened the other day. But I usually get the answer up within a week. And remember, only 2 questions per person. So if you're watching this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the question box up on YouTube this time, right? Because we have a YouTube following. So you won't see the question. Will I put it up on? Yeah, we actually do. I'll do it. I'll do it YouTube. It'll be like a 30-second YouTube video that goes up, and then we share the video on Facebook. I think that's how we do it. So the YouTubers get the chance to ask questions in their comments as well. Whether it'll happen or not, I'm not sure, because we're getting over 1,000 views on Facebook on the tracker update, and on YouTube it usually comes out about the same, but it's slow. The first day you might only get 300 or something, but then they'll build up as time goes by. And I try to get back to the comments, so I think that's what we do. But anyway, there will be a question thing coming up. That's just me as a kid growing up. That's how we got milkshakes, not like you get now. And this is a funny photo that I saw. That's what I sat in as a kid at school. You sit in this desk side by side with your mate, and you hang your bag over the side anyway. And that's what you did when you got home. That's a Hills Hoist rotary clothesline, if you didn't know. In Australia, every house had one. And these little parachute men that I saw that photo as well, and, throw it away. So, yeah, I'm wasting time, but we've got about 20 people there now. So, back in it. So, now that you're all there, yes, the world's interesting place right now. That's all I'll say. So, enjoy the tracker and let's get into it. Here it comes. And I forgot to mention, I couldn't think of anything quickly to put pictures up on the 580 or what's going on, and I just went for broke. I scrolled through my pictures, stopped, and I grabbed the closest things that were there. So that's all about that. So you're on the tracker, I'm on the tracker, and it's trade wind sailing. They're having a ball, obviously. We're in day 315, which is phenomenal. I'm getting lots of when I say lots, I'm getting comments and messages and stuff from people that are just blown away with what's going on with the 580. It's quite interesting. And it's reflecting on the GGR and the OGR as well, which is another interesting point about the whole three of the events. Anyway, lots going on, and nice tight little group there. Kerry's about to pass Josh by the look of it, so he'll be happy about that. He's not tailing Charlie now. So he's pulled out a bit of ground in about 8 days from the start. So Kerry's doing 5.7, 141 mile day. He's really putting the pressure on there, but is he pacing Renault up front? We'll have a look after. Josh did 100 miles, so Kerry took 40 miles out on him in the last 24 hours. Josh doing 4.3. You can see it's getting a bit softer there, but Kerry's going for broke, 5.7. Entrant, I'll actually make this a bit bigger, so if you're on your phone, and I know a lot of people are on the phones, it'll be a bit easier to see. Entrant up here, 5.4, 115 mile day. So yeah, Kerry's got the pressure on. Jasmine, 5.6, 123. Eric, 5.6, 119. Jasmine's neck and neck with Eric. This is going to be a race there, or there already is. Look at the lead pack. Boom, boom, boom. Lots going on here. Christian's taken out some time, I think. 5.7, 132 for Christian. 125 for Pilar. She's dropping back. Something going on there. Everyone's passing Pilar. So Pilar's doing 5.7, 125. Christian got 132. Jacob, 132. Doing 5.9. Adam, 5.8, 131. Isn't that funny? Just a little bit slower on top speed and 1 mile down on Jacob. So Jacob's pulled ahead of Alan. And Jacob is boring down on Daniel. This is amazing. 5.7, 127. And Jacob's on 132. What's going on? Jeepers. I'm gobsmacked. Jake, you're absolutely nailing it. And anyway, they're all hanging in there. So, hang on a sec. Dan. Yeah, Dan has got 127. So Jacob took out 5 miles in a day. That's not bad. That's a quarter of a knot faster average. About that anyway. I think that's right. Wow, and Renault. Renault's on 129. Okay, that's giving some indication of what's going on. And only doing 5.8. So it must have got a bit softer on the fleet. And as we mentioned, it might have seen a little bit of compression. I'm not trying to suggest that Jacob and Adam aren't sailing well and sailing better than Dan and all the rest of it. But, okay, so Renault's got 129 and Jacob's got 132, 131. So, and there was that indication that the leaders were going to go into that little bit of soft stuff in the front before the back. And I might have mentioned there could be a little bit of compression. I'm not sure. Anyway, all very exciting. This could be a big upset. So what's the difference? Well, I'll just pick their difference off the distance to the finish. So distance to the finish, Renault is on 86 or 87. So 2387. Okay. So Dan is on 14. So you got 87. So there's 13 plus another 13. So 26, 27. So Dan is 27 miles behind Renault. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Dan is 27 miles behind Renault at the moment. And so Dan is on 14. And Jacob is on 30. He's only 15 miles behind. 15, 16 miles behind. That's crazy. 16 miles, a half an hour. He could catch him in a day if he keeps boring down on him, in a day or so. A couple of days. This is getting very interesting. So, come on, guys and girls. If you're watching this thing, if someone's there, ring me. I want to find out what's going on. Adam, Jacob, Pilar, Christian, Dan, come on, call me. Anyway, I think I've got a couple of reports there, so not much more I can say about that, but that's very interesting. So Kerry's rocking along. He's I'm not going to do the count; it gets too complicated. I'll just go from bow to bow. Someone's ringing. That worked. Hang on, I've got to come back here onto. I've got to come back to get you on here. I have no idea who it is. Hello.
Oui, bonjour. Allô?
Oh, hello. Hello.
Oui. C'était pour un colis.
Delivery?
Yes.
Oui, d'accord. Okay, merci beaucoup. Tout de suite. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Jane, there's a delivery out the front. Stand by, everybody. Hang on a sec. I've got to open the gate. You've got the gate key up there. I'll open the gate. Hang on. Sorry. Live action. I've got to get the gate open. The gate's coming open. And Jane's going to be running out there now. Sorry about that. I thought that was an entrant, but it wasn't. But anyway, catching it all live. Bit of a screwed up day today. Special day. Screw up day. Now, I'm going to go back to the tracker. So, hang on. Stand by. I don't want to muck this up. So, you're on the tracker. And I'm on the tracker. Okay, so back to that. So Kerry's still 240 miles behind. So he's only taken out about 5 or 10 miles off Renault in the last 8 days. So holding his own, but not gaining a lot. James come running back in. Just there by. You okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's interesting. And everyone's pretty close, really. Everyone's not too bad. So the mid-pack here, which is Jasmine and Eric, from the leader, they're only, what do we got, 100, only a day behind, 130 miles behind Renault. So they're all moving along pretty well. They certainly know how to sail their boats. Right, now the weather. So I'll come back here, knock out that, hit the weather there. We pretty much know what's going on. They're not far away now. But in fact, they're so dramatic. I'm just going to pull this through. You can see they've got light, fluffy bits, good sailing. They've got to be careful. They run along the edge there. So this is on the 6th. This is in a day's time, day and a bit. They're running right on the edge of that wind band. They need to get over to the run line now. They need to slowly angle across if this image is correct, because the further out to the northeast, the lighter it gets. So that's on day 1. Day 2, yeah, all the wind is on the run line or the other side of the run line. So if they're watching, they're going to do exactly that. They might not be watching. Ayrton, that's all he does. He listens to me. So Ayrton, if you're watching, get over the other side slowly. Don't go due west because you're sailing away from the mark. Just slowly angle your thing, and in 24, 36 hours, you need to be on the run line or you're going to lose the breeze. Okay, so that's easy. What do we tell you now? Clouds, see what they got. What we suggested yesterday, a bit overcast, but they're not going to get snow like we might. And no rain in there. Nope, no rain. Temperature will be getting warmer. That's probably in the high 20s. And the waves are going to be pretty calm in this stuff here. Fantastic sailing. Okay, I nearly said I wish I was there, but everything's okay here. Okay, we're done with that. So now I'm going to come back. I don't think there's anything more to say there. I'm back here. I'm going to put you on the screen. Here we are. And I'll just see what's happening here with entrant reports. I'm sure there is entrant reports. Unread messages. Jasmine, we did yesterday. Today, there's only one from Adam. Little Wren, trade winds, lovely sailing in the Atlantic again. What I thought might be a passage with lots of light stuff is turning into a quick run. Little Wren's in good shape, but why are you going so fast, Adam? Come on, I want to know. No one's talking to me. Maybe they don't like me anymore. I don't know. Or maybe they never liked me in the beginning. But anyway, big day today. You know why? Because the entries for the Golden Globe race is open, and we've got about 5 people going to jump in. That's 2030 Golden Globe race, so that's cool. And I'm still waiting for Ayrton's stuff so I can answer some emails. I need those measurements, Ayrton. Come on, hurry up. Okay, that's it. So trade winds. What else can I tell you? Stand by for the questions. 49 degrees in Adelaide, South Australia for the next few days. Bloody hell. That's my hometown, Val. I think you know that. I was just watching. Adelaide suffered one of the worst algae blooms in the Gulf that the world's ever seen. And it's just mortifying. You know, I spent half my life in the water over there and just watching everything that's going on. It's just cruel. The whole fish stocks in the Gulf have just been wiped. Just unreal. It's just sad. It's been going on for about a year now, and it's just devastating. Anyway, that's life. It'll grow, but it's going to take years and years and years and years. Bloody hell, 40 degrees. Okay, snowing soon here, maybe. Melody, we've got snow this morning. I heard you mention Pat Lawless. I watch his YouTube stuff. There's some interesting. Oh, Pat's a great guy. If you want to follow someone for fun, and he's pretty constant on his Facebook as well. Just following the journey of a GGR guy, because it might be getting boring here now, going in the trade winds. Check out Pat Lawless. Check out Mara. That'll keep you going. There's some people think this, some people think that, but she's having a go. She hasn't started her qualifier yet across the Atlantic. Time's ticking by, but she's going to live stream the whole trip across the Atlantic, 24 hours a day from her Saga 36, same boat as Pat. So that's going to be interesting to watch. 24 hours a day, 36-footer across the Atlantic. I don't think anyone's done that yet. Anyway, there's a few risks in that. Might not be able to sustain it. Things might happen, but she's going to give it a try, which is very impressive because she hasn't really done any solo sailing yet. This is going to be a big eye-opener. But anyway, it's trade winds across the Atlantic, so it shouldn't be too bad. Touch wood, we've got a couple of sailors out there, so plenty of things to watch in the GGR. It's going to get more intense. I'll start doing live interviews on GGR Entrants as well, up on this system, which is one-on-one. We just do an interview, proper one, not holding the phone like we do here. There's Daniel. He's GGR guy. Daniel's sailing just saw a message come up here. You might not be able to see it yet. That should come up. Hang on a sec. I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah, down the end there. I'll get to that in a minute. We've got a few messages here. So, lots going on with the GGR. So, happy. Thanks, Larry. That's nothing to do with the special day. There's lots of other things going on there. And in fact, I'll give you a joke. I blotted it off my bloody Facebook. So I don't know how you found that. You're not supposed to know, because I used to get bombed on birthdays. I had like 150 people, bloody. But anyway, that's cool. I'm 31, I think. Yeah, 31. Questions. 580 said they had hull scrapes due to perhaps hitting unknown objects on recent legs with some unexpected damage. In recent Cape Town haulouts, did they learn any more info on this? Did you say something, Jake? No. No, nothing new. They already knew the damage, and there was a couple of, I think, I've got to be careful here because I don't want people to think that some of the boats are bodgies. They're not. But one of the hulls took an impact, and normally when you've got the hull and just a plywood part, the hull, things hit it, they might scrape and this, that, and the other. But there was one that one boat had where it actually banged on the 20 mil thick bottom of the hull, and it actually took a bit of timber out, basically, or not timber glass. It knocked back in. There was a depression, so it didn't go to the timber. In fact, but there was actually a depression, so it was something with an edge on it, something cornered, with bang, took it out. But 20 mil thick there, and then a lot of the other stuff was impacts on the keel, on the leading edge of the keel, and bits of knocks and bits and pieces. But one thing's for sure, they've been hitting stuff, and they all of them have. So, but no, what I call real damage anywhere. The boats are very strong, and that's the real one of the other reasons we keep to a single rudder. If we had twin rudders, I reckon there'd be a lot more people with a lot of issues. But the keel sort of protects the rudder there. So did they learn anything? No, the boats are built strong. There's nothing that you would change. I did some extras on Tracker. On Tracker, I doubled up on the bow. So if you imagine, here's the bow of the boat, I did the normal laminates on there, but then we did another angle laminate coming down to really double up. We had an extra 2 layers of glass on the bow area, so super strong. And we did another whole layer of glass under the hull, where the keel bolts onto the hull. It went literally from above the waterline all the way athwartships, all the way to the other side. And then we did another little bit of glass where it actually bolts on, because I assumed the keel would be coming on and off so much that you'd be sanding it off and this, that, and the other. So we wanted it to be really strong. So Tracker had a little bit extra glass on it as well. But that's cool. You can do anything you like on strengthening, but not lightening. You can't, as in making it lighter. So thanks, Larry. Kerry has certainly made for interesting race watching. Much respect for him. Absolutely. It's a whole story in itself, that one. Roberto, good morning. Thank you for the reports. My pleasure. Sorry about the rhubarb at the front of this one, but I was running out of time to work out what I'm going to talk about while we wait for people. Good morning, South Atlantic Ocean. Oh, Daniel. Yeah, the nicest of them all. Fast sailing for such a small boat. So Daniel's GGR Entrant. Got an OE32, really nice. He spent a couple of years preparing it, which is easy to do because you can tinker with boats a lot, but everything's being prepped really well. And Daniel will be another fun one to watch because they're only little boats, but they're super fast, potentially. The reality is that in the first race in 2018, our Vig, who was in an OE32, everyone thought, oh yeah, nice little boat to go around the world, enjoy the ride. Shit, he took off. He bolted, and he was, I think, just about coming third by the time he got out to Cape Town. But then the monitor wind vane failed, and while he was trying to fix it, he got rolled over, dismasted. Then he sailed back to Cape Town with a jury rig, which was done really well. Vig was a very good seaman, good sailor. So, and anyway, his boat is sailing again. Jeremy Bagshaw sailed it in the last edition of the race, but got barnacles, so that was the end of his story. He got around, but he had to stop twice or once, really, officially, to take the barnacles off. And it's going around again for this one. So it's going to do a third GGR. There's lots of fun stuff to watch there. You like my glasses? Oh, thanks, Joe. Happy birthday. Oh, thanks, mate. Great race, really interesting. Good videos from you and Jane. Thank you. Yeah, well, the videos are generated by the entrants, of course, but Jane does a bit to put them together. In fact, we're having this debate at the moment because if you put it, sometimes, and I agree with Jane, don't get me wrong, but there's different scenarios. If you put one good picture up with a nice little caption, it can go far and wide. You put a gallery up and they just get, oh yeah, that's cool. The same with the videos. I like seeing them compilation together sometimes, just as it's a story, and you see the comparisons directly. But Jane will put one little video up of one boat, just a short one, less than a minute, and shit, we get 10 times the number of views and hits and things like that. So it's kind of interesting. Chow, hi, don't like you. Oh, got that. Okay. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, and I'll try and have some good pictures and good conversation at the start. So have a good day. Stay warm wherever you are. Like, share, tell everyone what's going on. It's going to be it's a big deal now. They're all heading up to complete a circumnavigation in tiny little boats, which is amazing. So anyway, all good. Thank you very much. See you later.